Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be why you must maintain no contact. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So no contact. We are now in the holiday Hoover period of the calendar year, which includes October, November, December, January, leading up to February. Now, a Hoover can take place during any day of the year, but we're now in the holiday Hoover time, which is when many of the festivities and the events that perhaps you used to attend with the narcissist or toxic people will still take place. The difference is you won't be there, and most likely they will be abusing or manipulating or taking advantage of new people, i.e. new supplies. But this is why you must maintain no contact. You see, no contact is a tool that I have spoken about for years. Not only does it work, but it will benefit you. It will put up a boundary for you. It will send a clear, succinct message to that toxic person that you want nothing to do with them. And the more you maintain no contact, the stronger you get. The stronger you get, the weaker the toxic person gets. The weaker they get, the less they matter to you. The less they matter to you, the less you want to know about where they are, who they're with, or what they're doing. And eventually you will not care. This I can assure you. You will know that when you don't care, when you reach that place that I speak about, and I'm there, what's called the mountaintop, the pinnacle of indifference. When you get there, you will know that you have arrived. No one will tell you that you're there. You will know, because this is when the rumination will stop. This is when you will have cut the 4 ties from the narcissist, which include the emotional, the financial, the physical, and yes, the spiritual tie. This is when you will have healed. This is when you will have looked at and healed childhood wounds. It's when you have journaled. You will have meditated. You will have seen a therapist who knows what they're talking about. You will have spent many sleepless nights. You will have had times when you did not want to get out of bed. You didn't want to go to work. You didn't want to brush your teeth. You didn't want to eat, and you didn't want to pick up the phone. All of these days are either behind you or they are about to be behind you, and this is why you must maintain no contact. Many people think that they are stronger than they really are, and I will tell you what happens to those people right now. People that believe that they're stronger than they think they are, and many of these people want to get out and start dating, or they want to get out and test the waters, maybe not with the narcissist directly, but maybe they think that they can still spend time with the friends that they had in common, or they can still leave avenues of communication open with the immediate family members of the narcissist. What these people all figure out in their own time is that the narcissist has their dirty fangs sunken into so many people that just hearing about the narcissist will set you back. Knowing where they are, knowing what they're doing, knowing if they're living their best life or if they're laid up in the hospital for 5 months, knowing if they just won the lottery, $4 million, or if they're destitute and living in a flea bag motel on someone else's dime again. No matter how you cut it, the less you know about the narcissist, the better off you are. And I will flip it for a moment. The less the narcissist knows about you, the better off you are. This is why going no contact is instrumental. This is why healing from this relationship is imperative. This is why when people think they are stronger than they really are, inevitably, one way or the other, they all go backwards, and they have to face that demon, face the truth or the gravity or the magnitude or the reality of that, yeah, they're not healed fully properly. And when they are healed, they'll know it. Now, I'm not going to dig into my healing journey on this video other than to say this. I had my own setbacks. I had my own pitfalls. I thought there were many times that I would be free from the toxic relationship and free from the tethers that kept me there. And each and every time I thought I was free, something else popped up, which is why you need to expect the unexpected. Which is why you need to stay vigilant. You need to bring your A game. You need to maintain or go no contact. You need to have a small footprint. You need to not trust as many people as you used to, which I can talk about again in a moment. And above all, you need to really understand that that person you're considering, the narcissist, they knew what they were doing. They had done it before. They're doing it right now, and they will continue to do it because they're stuck in a loop of abuse. They are stuck in a cycle of manipulation, and they know it. And that huge void that they have within them will never, and I mean never, be filled permanently. It can be topped up here and there, but as soon as it's topped up, it's already beginning to become exhausted, because the narcissist needs to burn through supply. You were a fuel source. You were a supply source. You are no longer a source. You are what I talk about and speak of and are a beautiful, bright, shining light, just like I am. You have done something that most people have never done, which is you've figured out what narcissism is. Very few people will ever get this far as you've gotten on the journey to healing. And you may think to yourself, no, that's not true. Many people are healing. Well, I would say two things there. One, you should be focusing on yourself, because that's what I do. But number two, people can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, they're only fooling themselves. They're only acting like they know what they know. And what really matters is what you know, and you know the truth, and you know how debilitating and life-threatening and taxing and challenging that relationship was for you to be a part of, despite the fact you kept on staying in there longer and longer and longer, trying to put out the fires that the narcissist was igniting intentionally and on purpose to destroy you, your health, your relationships, your money, your time, your purpose, your focus, your mind, and so much more. Now you know what few people will ever know. And again, people who haven't been in the cycle, non-toxic people, they can watch all the videos they want. They can read all the books. They can attend all the seminars and pay for all the courses. They can do whatever they want to do. And I think that's great that those people are getting the wisdom. But if you haven't spent one moment in the narcissistic abusive cycle, or in the fog, or in the trauma bond, and all three are unique to themselves yet interchangeable, then you don't know what I know. If you made it this far in the video, I can almost assure you, you know what I know. Have you healed yet? That's up for you to decide. Have I healed? Yeah, I'm 99.999%, and I don't believe anybody, myself included, will ever get to 100% healed. And the reason why there is because this relationship has knocked you for a loop. It has changed the trajectory of your life. It has inserted toxicity into you, and that toxicity, eventually it all gets out, but you still have the memories of the verbal abuse, of the financial abuse, of the triangulation, of the gaslighting, and more. And those are the lifelong learning lessons that you need to take from the past, apply them to your present life, which means you have boundaries and you maintain no contact, and you do not tolerate those behaviors in the future. This is why once you're in the cycle and you get out, you need to stay out. This is why you must maintain no contact. This is why if you haven't gone no contact yet, you really need to consider doing it. Now, I opened the video out by saying a few things. One is, it's the holiday Hoover season. Holiday Hoovers are literally these. It's when a narcissist or a toxic person, whoever you want to call them, they pop up, rear their ugly head, and they try to get in your mind for some reason. Doesn't mean they're trying to get in a relationship with you. Many times it's quite the contrary. They're just trying to steal your energy and see if you'll communicate with them. Now, these people could be your own siblings. They could be your parents. It could be your former romantic relationship. It could be friends. It can be your adult children. It can be anybody. But usually these people will pop up, toxic people that is, and they will say things like, oh, happy holidays, or happy birthday, or happy anniversary, or happy wedding, or whatever it was. And they will want to know things about you. See, they dangle a carrot in front of you to get you to put your guard down. Then you open up the floodgates and you begin having verbal diarrhea, if you will, oversharing information. That's what you don't want to be doing. That's what you were doing when you were in the narcissistic relationship. Now that you have the wisdom, you know what to do. You need to have that small footprint. You need to not overshare information, and you need to not let everybody and fewer people know about who you're dating, who you're in love with, what book you're writing, where you're going on your vacation, what you're doing for work, what you're doing for your side hustle, how you're exercising, what brand of clothing you're buying these days, or runners, or what you're into. Because the more these people know about you, the more they can weaponize it against you at a later date. And they can say whatever they want to say. Truth be told, the narcissist has always said whatever they wanted to say, specifically when they had information. But when they didn't have information about somebody, what did they do? They made it up. There's your smear campaign right there. Flat out lies trying to destroy somebody's life or relationships. The smear campaign was swarming all around you long before you knew the narcissist existed. And truth be told, right now, there could be a smear campaign going on around you right now. Not meant to trigger you or upset you, but the truth is, there are so many people out there that are envious. There are so many people that are jealous. There are so many people that have so much anxiety filled within them that they need to try and dump their toxicity or get attention from other people. And at the top of that list, you guessed it, it's the narcissist. That's why you must maintain no contact. No contact isn't just an expression. a cool expression to let you know, oh yeah, you're strong, you can go. No, what it means is you've identified that that person tried to take everything from you and more. And I'm not referring to exclusively money. I'm referring to your existence, your soul, your being, your purpose, your relationships, and everything else. Once you wrap your head around that, and you will by practicing radical acceptance, as I have, you realize that there are some really dark, nefarious people out there. Again, at the top of the list is the narcissist. That's why once you go no contact, you must maintain it. You can't do what other people have done in the past, and maybe you're guilty of this, which is you block them and then down the road you unblock them thinking you're stronger. Or maybe you're curious to see if they really did care about you, if they're going to reach out to you, or you think it's so much time has gone by, you don't need to block them, you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you're not that kind of person. Well, what you don't realize, and you should by now, is that the narcissist not only has multiple smartphones, but they are always, and I mean always, looking at the alphabet A through Z in the English language, and other alphabets have many more characters than the 26 we have, but they're always scrolling from the first letter in their alphabet or symbol to the last one, and they're seeing who is available and who isn't, and how recently that person was available and how recently they weren't available, or if that person's name has disappeared from their phone. And that's what you want to be, one of the people's names that disappeared from their phone, because when they don't have access to you, they have to look elsewhere. When they have to look elsewhere, then they begin to cultivate other relationships or work on grooming former relationships. Any way you cut it, the narcissist has to slither off onto someone new. It just can't be you. Don't tempt fate. Don't think you owe them an explanation. Don't think you owe them an apology, or you want to hear what their story is, or that you just want to give yourself closure by talking to them. It's not going to work. Anytime the narcissist communicates with you, they will always leave you with something to hold on to, something that will have you questioning yourself, wondering, not being certain of something. This is why the narcissist doesn't give you closure. This is why they have multiple relationships at any one time, and this is why they don't care about anybody, and I mean anybody but themselves. But the more people the narcissist can keep strung along in that narcissistic fog, the better off it is for them. The fewer sources of supply they have access to, the worse it is for them. Who I care about is you, the person consuming the video as I'm creating it. You see, I once was where you are. I once was in a very debilitating, challenging place in my life, and I didn't know exactly what to do, where to turn, or how to put myself back together, but I did it, and I'm here. And now I have the privilege and the luxury of creating videos each and every day, currently out here in the Carolina woods, paying it forward and letting you know that this is why you must maintain no contact. If you remove the no contact that you've implemented, or you lower a boundary, or you tempt fate, or you test the waters with a toxic person, one, you are doing exactly what they want you to do. Number two, they now have control. You may think you do, you don't. Number three, now they realize you are not as strong as you thought. And all the waiting that they've been doing, which maybe was a couple hours, days, weeks, months, years, or more, now for them, they will say, yep, they finally did it. And guess what? They don't realize I don't care about them, but I will plant seeds of what happened in the past and see if they will communicate with me. But they don't realize that I've got 30 other people on the hook right now, but this person, which perhaps is you, and I hope it's not, they were the best source of supply I ever had. These other 30 people, they pale in comparison to this person, but guess what? This person, which perhaps is you, and I hope it's not, you just unblocked me, and I'm acting like the narcissist, and I'm not. Why did you unblock me? Well, I know why. A, you're curious. B, you think you're stronger than you are. Or C, you want information, or you want me to reach out to you. Any of those four things. There could be a couple more, which I'm not going to share in this video. But when you unblock the narcissist and they see that, they now know that they have you where they want you. It's just a matter of time if or when or how they will pop up and rear their ugly head to try to live in your mind rent-free again. That's why you must maintain no contact. That's why you must get off the radar of these people, not participate in the games, not participate in the illusion, not believe in the mask, and not do anything to fuel the bottomless pit, which is the narcissist. Other people will do that. You at one point were one of those other people. You now have the wisdom, as I shared in the beginning of this video. Few people have the wisdom. With this wisdom, is a great responsibility. This is a superpower. You must utilize it. Think of all the hours of videos you've watched, all the journaling you've written in, all the time you've spent talking with people, all of the healing work you put into yourself. What was that all for? It was to save your life. You need to do your part. I can only take you so far. I can only pay it forward from my wisdom. And I will do this for the rest of my life, paying it forward. But I can't hit the block button for you. I can't delete the pictures from your phone. I can't suggest to you, hey, maybe don't go to that company Christmas party this year because the workplace bully / narcissistic boss is going to be there making a spectacle of you again. I can't tell you to stop giving your adult child money. I can't tell you that maybe today's the day you should relocate. These are decisions you will have to make, but I can give you the tools and I can lead you down to the path of abundance and I can help you get to the pinnacle of indifference. But you have to do your part, and what your part is to go no contact and to maintain no contact. If not now, when? So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you all. God bless you. I love you all. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. And realize why you must maintain no contact. It's because it works. When you are maintaining no contact, you're not trying to do damage to another person. That's not what you do. The narcissist does damage to people. When you maintain no contact or go no contact, you are protecting yourself. You are protecting your energy, your health, your time, your mindset, your money, your relationships, your purpose, and everything about you. You're putting up a wall around you and letting that wall do the talking for you. Saying, I want nothing to do with you. I don't care about who you're with, what you're doing, or anything. I've understood the message. I know who you are, and I know that you're a parasite, and I'm not going to give you access to me. That's why you must go no contact, and you must really take this message seriously. We are in the holiday season, entering the holiday season. You must maintain no contact or begin to apply no contact because it works, it benefits you, and it lets the parasite know that you are no longer caring about anything that they say, any games they're playing, and you don't want to know where they are, who they're with, or what they're doing. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.